Video Games Nintendo via YouTubeNintendo's announcement that it will release a new model of the Switch later this year is not, on its own, surprising. For months, Nintendo fans and so-called industry insiders have speculated that the company was readying a hardware refresh of the popular console, which frequently sold out during the pandemic. But months after the initial rumors began to percolate, Nintendo offered little more than pithy non-answers on the matter. Until today, that is. Nintendo dropped a 2-minute commercial for what it's calling the Nintendo Switch OLED, referring to its primary selling point, a brighter, more vibrant, slightly larger screen. Starting October 8, buyers who pony up $349.99 will receive a slightly heavier Switch that also boasts better sound than the currently available model. The console dock, which allows the device to connect to a television, comes with a built-in Ethernet cable. And it will offer twice as much onboard internal storage as previous editions of the Switch, at 64 GB by default. This all sounds well and good, if irrelevant to most of us who already own a functioning Nintendo Switch. These improvements are not particularly exciting to anyone but the most completist of Nintendo hardware lovers, given that, as Nintendo confirmed to The Verge, the system itself has no other spec changes. A Switch is a Switch is a Switch, even when it's a slightly bigger, slightly brighter one. The best of movies, TV, books, music, and more, delivered to your inbox. Then why are so many people disappointed by this announcement? The tepid, if not outright annoyed, response to the OLED model is the result of months of hype and gossip compounded by increasing levels of anticipation from a notoriously impatient group, ending in a whimper of a conclusion. Reports about an impending revision of the Nintendo Switch have swirled for the majority of the console's lifespan, including in reputable business outlets like Bloomberg, which suggested that Nintendo was readying a new Switch model with an improved screen, one with smaller bezels to allow for more visual real estate. But Bloomberg also reported in March that Nintendo would begin selling a 4K-capable Switch model this fall, perhaps the most emphatically believable of the numerous reports and rumors over the years. For those less in the know, 4K resolution is the next step up from the 1080p HD resolution you are most used to watching your content in, meaning it gives you a much nicer, very high-def picture. This convinced Nintendo heads that the company would at some point release a Switch that wasn't just a bit nicer than the ones they already have, but an essential purchase. This imagined new Switch could potentially have faster load times and, more intriguingly, output 4K resolution.